Finally, we are getting the Zink Mini Splatling. What is going on, kids and squids? It is Hank here from Nintendome, and today we are going to be talking about the latest weapon to hit Splatoon. But before we talk about that, I actually want to let you guys know that I did start a Minecraft server and a Discord server. So the information for both of those things will be down in the description below, past that like button. Really, this is just another way for me to hang out with you guys during my off time. Alright, but now on to the good stuff. So, quick reminder for those of you that may not remember, the Mini Splatling is a very unique member of the Splatling family. Like all Splatlings, you must first charge up your shot if you want to shoot continuously. But the cool thing about the Mini Splatling and the Zink Mini Splatling is their extremely low charge time. The charge time for this weapon is comparable to that of the Squiffer and almost comparable to that of the Bamboozler. It's also got very excellent mobility as well. Now of course, this is a reskinned weapon, so the real new stuff with the Zink Mini Splatling comes from the kit. This bad boy is gonna be rocking the Disruptor sub-weapon, and guys, I'm really digging that. I think disruptors are pretty great on all Splatling weapons, as each shot is much more valuable for Splatlings in general, as you do have to do that initial charge to get those shots. So the cool thing about the disruptor is that it actually makes it easier for you to kill your opponents. So yeah, I definitely think the disruptor pairs very nicely with the Zink Mini Splatling. However, I'm a bit more mixed regarding the bubbler. Now don't get me wrong, having that get out of jail free card is definitely great. However, and I know the comment section is gonna go crazy at me for saying this, I actually think the Kraken would have been better on this weapon. So again, the bubbler can save you in close range combat situations, but you have to keep in mind that if you want to actually kill your opponent when you're within the bubbler, you actually have to charge up your shot first. And more often than not, when you actually go into your bubble, your opponent is just going to go away. So the bubbler's effectiveness as an offensive tool on the Mini Splatling is very limited. Now with that being said, the bubbler can actually be pretty good here as well. But with the Mini Splatling specifically, I can see people being a bit more aggressive with this weapon, which means you are more likely to share the bubbler with your teammates as well. So I guess that kind of makes sense on that front. Now this is also going to sound familiar to some of you guys. Overall, I think this kit is pretty geared towards tower control. The disruptor can disrupt those that are riding on the tower to make them easier to kill. The bubbler can protect you on the tower, so although you can get pushed off, at least you won't die while you're riding it. And even the main weapon itself can threaten people off the tower from a pretty safe distance away. Alright, so in terms of abilities, I'm really going to be recommending the same standard set. Of course, run speed up is really great with Splatlings in general, as strafing is much more important with them. You can't swim in between your shots because you will lose your charge, so having run speed up to improve your strafing speed is great. Now, with that being said, I also think swim speed up is going to be very great as well. Your positioning and your movement is going to be very important for this weapon, and swim speed up will only help with that. Of course, we need ink management, so either Ink Saver main or ink recovery up will be great. Personally, I've been liking Ink Saver main, but really, it's up to you. And the final ability that I'm going to recommend is Ink Resistance Up. Ink Resistance will definitely save your life more than once if you're rocking it, especially if you plan on playing this weapon a bit more aggressively. Weapons like Splatlings are especially vulnerable when they're in enemy ink, as they don't have a reliable, fast way to get out compared to something like splatter dashing or splatter hopping. But anyways guys, that's all I have to say on Splatoon's newest weapon, the Zink Mini Splatling, for today. As always guys, I'm really excited to hear your thoughts on the weapon down in the comment section below. And yeah, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.